Hey everyone, welcome back to West Coast Mopars. So today on the channel, this is a 64 Ford Thunderbird. Now, this was at my neighbor's house. He lives about, I don't know, 10 houses down on a side street. I've known the guy for years. He's good friends with my cousin. But, yeah, so this car, I believe, was his dad's car. The story I just got from the guy was that his dad bought this car from the neighbor across the street. So this car has not left this area in like 40 years. But he bought it from the neighbor across the street. Apparently they still live there. It's a log cabin, so I was actually thinking if I get this thing running and driving, it'd be cool to drive it over there and show them that it's actually on the road. But yeah, his dad bought it from them. Then he took all the trim off, and they had the car painted. And then they had a new vinyl top put on. And then the car got parked. Then they just never put it back together. And so the guy was just saying it was parked for years in a carport underneath the house kind of thing, at the back of the house. Then it got moved underneath an apple tree where it sat for 2 or 3 years until people started bugging him to buy it and get it out of there. So then he pulled it down to, in the picture that I'll show here, that's where I found it. It's sort of like a little lean-to in the backyard. So I just spent 6-7 hours moving stuff out of the way, trying to get this thing freed up. The tires all held air except for this front passenger side, and I thought, you know what, let's just get it out of here. So the chain's still hooked up here. We used my 64 Ford 1-ton dump truck and just flat towed this thing from Buddy's house down the road. He just sat in the car and steered, and this thing's got 588s in it, so it's super slow in second gear. So I just putted along in second gear and towed this 64 Ford Thunderbird behind me. So I thought it was pretty cool, a blue Ford pickup and a blue Thunderbird. Anyways, so I think it's got a 390 in it. I'm not sure, really. I don't know these cars very well. I've always liked them. I really like the 64 front end. I've always thought this was pretty cool. It's got these neat sort of teeth on the front. Now this is how I found it. The engine bay was completely full of weeds, vines and prickles, and it still is, right? I haven't cleaned any of this stuff up. I pulled the dipstick tube earlier. I'll show you guys here. You'll see it. There's a bunch of water on it down there, so that's not good. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure this engine is seized. Somebody took the hood off. I don't know why. It was under, like, undercover, but there's no walls, really. It's out in the elements. They took the hood off, and then I guess water got in the engine. I don't know. So, we'll see what we can do. I'm sure it's going to turn into me pulling the heads off and trying to free this up. I'd like to save it if we can. I don't really want to yank the engine out of there, but again, 35 years is a long time to not be running. So we may have to. But it's got some cool stuff. Still got the washer bag here under all the junk. It's got power steering. It's got this cool, I don't know, I guess you put the coolant in there because they got this big shroud thing here. Power brakes, single pot master. It looks like it's a 2-barrel. Oh, actually it might be a 4-barrel. It's a 4-barrel. So that's pretty cool. Original air cleaner and stuff's with it. Now the interior, this window has been down the whole time, unfortunately. So I don't know what's living in there, but there's all kinds of little emblems and bits and pieces, but these are just so cool, these things. You get these cool gauge clusters. The numbers, it looks like the numbers light up as you go faster. It's got a rear vent switch, AM radio. It's got a clock. It's got these really cool consoles. I've always really liked these cars. They're just funky. Bucket seats. And then they got these cool back seats that like wrap around with a center armrest. They're just nice looking cars. I got the 3 out of 4 of these hubcaps. I don't have the 4th one. I've got the wheel skirts in here. There's a door panel for the rear there. It's not that bad. Like, it's pretty straight when you look down the sides, right? But it's got some rust here. Now the back end of the car was kind of sitting out of the carport. So It's questionable how it's going to look. I'm curious how nice it's going to be once I pressure wash it and clean it up. It's probably actually pretty nice. Oh, it's got these cool tail lights. Looks like we're missing a reverse light lens. It's got a funky hitch on the back. I'll probably take that off. It's just bolted actually through the trunk pan. He doesn't have keys. I don't really want to ruin this this lock. This is pretty unique. So he thinks the keys are long gone. And then you can just see how long it's been sitting, all the algae. He gave me, so I've got the cowl and I've got the hood for it. They are just over here in the back of the dump truck. So there's the cowl piece for it. And there's the hood underneath there, you can see it. And then this box is full of all the trim that they took off. So all the funky trim that goes on the car is all in that box. Supposedly, I'm sure I'll be missing some stuff when I get to it, but it's got fender mounted turn signals. It's got all kinds of neat stuff. So yeah, just thought I'd show you guys before I wash it off here. Okay, well, it's been a while since I got this car here. After a lot of thought, I've actually decided to just sell it. I probably shouldn't have bought it. I don't know a ton about Thunderbirds. I don't have many Ford parts, and this engine is seized and full of water. So I figure I'm just going to clean it up, make it look a little more presentable, and list it for sale. Not much more than I paid, really. Just, yeah, I've got too many other projects. I still got to get to the Edsel. I've got a 72 Newport over there. I'm currently working on that 58 Plymouth Suburban wagon, if you guys are watching that video. And just today I just picked up a 67 Dodge A100 van. So I've got my plate full. I do not need, basically this thing needs an engine transplant. You know, unless you want to get serious and try and rebuild this thing, but it is full of water, so it's probably rotted inside. Yeah, but figured I'd show you guys the sort of after, because I showed you the before when it was all covered in slime. And so yeah, like I said, the story I got was it got painted in the early 90s and then parked with a new vinyl top, new headliner, and it definitely shows it. It's actually a pretty sharp looking car. You know, it's missing some of the trim and stuff. It's in a box over there, but it's look at that thing. That looks pretty good. I mean, it's wet, mind you. Everything looks good when it's wet, but it's nice straight body lines. Tail panel, the tail lights look really nice. Actually, my neighbor came over earlier. He's got a 64 convertible, and he said, oh man, those tail light bezels are way better than mine. So yeah, nice looking car. This side took a beating from the weather. This was exposed to the weather, so it's a lot more faded over here. The other side looks a lot nicer. It's got some rust down low. I'm going to try and just do a quick cleanup on the interior, probably just wipe it down so it's not green. And got the hood here. I still got to pressure wash the front of the car, but I've got the hood washed. So I'm just going to put the hood on it, lay it on top, and yeah, get some pictures. But once I clean up the rest of it, I'll show you guys the outcome, and then that'll probably be it for the Thunderbird. You know, if I had more time and less projects and another 390 and more time, then I would definitely jump on this. Like I said, I probably shouldn't have bought it. I was really just trying to help out my neighbor, and he needed money for whatever, and I thought, well, I don't know, give me that Thunderbird and I'll give you the money you need. And yeah, that's how I ended up with it. Okay, here it is all cleaned up. I've got the hood on it here, obviously. Yeah, I ended up taking the spring out of the hood hinge just so I could get the hood on it. Let the hood hinge collapse, put the hood on, because the other spring is missing. So it's only got actual one working hinge, and they're pretty seized and hard to move, so figured I'd just make it easier. But the front end looks pretty good. I always liked that sort of how they did it. They came to a point and they got these slats here. Always looks pretty cool. A fake hood scoop. Yeah, and then an interior, I actually ended up pressure washing the seats. I took them out, pressure washed them outside. They were so covered in algae, it didn't even make sense to try and spray them down with anything and wipe them off, so I just pressure washed them. They're fine, they dried off right away. The front seats I cleaned with a rag and some spray I had. The console, it's too bad the sort of looks like the clear coat in the plastic is peeling. That's what all that sort of blistering look is. But the gauge is cleaned up pretty good. It reads 47,959. I don't know. And look at these tags I found. I found these under the seat. These are pretty cool. So these say 64 Ford T-Bird. This says McRae Company, New Jersey. Well, we're in BC, Canada, so I don't know if these are related to this car. I mean, it would seem like they would be. 64 Ford T-Bird blue, $2,995. So I don't know when these are from. There's no date on them, but those are pretty cool. Those are under the seat. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna probably leave it at this. So thanks for watching, guys. Sorry we didn't really do anything with this car other than drag it home, clean it up. I spent a good day at the guy's house moving stuff just to get this car out of there. Got it home. It basically sat over here under the trees for a couple months, and I'm just sort of trying to be real to myself here and, you know, accept that I probably am not going to get to this one anytime soon. And honestly, my yard is out of space. You guys can probably see in the background I got 2 Ford pickups over there. I've got a Fargo. I've got that A100 over there. My tractor. I got 3 cars in the shop. We come back here. I've got this 59 Edsel station wagon. This is a upcoming project. I've already started on it, so I should say an upcoming video. I've got this 72 Newport. There's a parts car back there. That's full of parts cars all back there. Yeah, I just got too much on the go here. So at some point you just got to realize, you know what, let's just clean it up, move it along, and the next guy, hopefully somebody will want to put this back on the road. I think it's got potential. It just needs someone who's dedicated to actually doing it. Everybody, you know, it seems like guys just want stuff dirt cheap and they don't want to do any work, and then once it needs work it just ends up getting neglected. So probably what happened with this. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. We will catch you on the next one.